I come from a land of 10,000 mothers. Each are my first language, my first culture, my first home. It is here, between two palms, of both trees and of hands, they tell their stories. Welcome to the Motherlands.
Well, I helped my mom raising my siblings because I was the eldest. It becomes automatic, that I know that to do stuff and chores in the house and also in raising children. So when I have to raise Vera, didn't really give me that much trouble. Of course, I have to include religion and to instill in her Filipino ways of being respectful and being caring. So it's been really hard for her to adapt herself.
Growing up with my mom, I think was a different dynamic. She was a single mom, single parent, so she was both my mom and my dad. So, she was always there for me, but then again, I had no siblings to necessarily communicate with or have someone to fight with or share stories with, so she has always been my best friend. Religion was a big part with her, going to church every Sunday, praying, doing the rosary, even visiting the cemetery to, respect the dead. And we try to do that now. We try to go to church every Sunday, and we try to make sure to teach Lily Bell how to pray at night and that. When I was young, we would have, if there was Mother's Day or Easter or any sort of occasion that we could get away ourselves, we had a special date. We would go to eat lunch, and then we would go to somewhere special like Cabrillo Monument or Coronado and just spend the day there together. And that was something that she wanted to make sure we did. She wanted to make sure we had our time. For my daughters, I would hope what any parent hopes is for them to live life to the fullest, be successful, but also do what they love, and instill that same, that family bond that we all have.
Filipino parents, they work. So I grew up mostly by myself, but when my mom was home, she cook, clean, do what a lot of Americans don't do with it, when you see your mom. I had Zoe really young, still trying to find out who I was. I didn't really think much about motherhood. I mean, I knew I wanted kids, but I didn't really think much about it. I guess it's different with them because they actually had to come here and plan it. Mine wasn't planned, so it was just thrown in me, okay, this is what I have to do now. I would want River and Zoe to know that my nana was always there for them and that she loved them very much. I never got to know my grandparents, so I would want them to remember her as she's always there for them.
When I had my daughter, Sherry, I wanted her to be an American citizen, but I was told that I cannot transfer my citizenship to my daughter since I have never been at the U.S. soil for 10 years. So, since I was born 1940 in the Philippines, and Philippines got an independence 1945, that was counted already the 5 years of my stay. But I needed 5 more years so I can pass my citizenship to my daughter. I really never dream of coming here in the U.S. It was okay already for me being in the Philippines. So I said to myself, maybe if I bring my daughter here, she will have the chance to decide which one to go, not like me. It was the best decision I ever did.
When you become a mom, it's totally different while you're single. Because when you're single, you don't have to think anything. But when you're a mom, you know, when you become a parent, you always think with your child. We grew up with my Lola, my grandma, with my father, mama. Yeah, we grew up with her. When our mom died, we don't even know. I don't even know my nana. I don't see. And Rudy, my brother, he was a baby. So we are poor, no milk. Everybody breastfed. So when he cried, Grandma fed her. Sometimes I said, if I can have money, the first thing I'm gonna buy is a mom, you know, but you cannot buy a mom. I always tell them, I don't know if they still remember when I bring it to my bedroom, and then even we cannot give everything to them, you know, that they still lucky to compare how I grew up. For being a mom, it's to me, it's wonderful. It's look like it's you have a complete life, you know, because you have family, you know, you have kids.
Things that I remember most about Grandma is her working a lot. She worked 2 jobs while we were growing up and we were really little, so I didn't remember her really there because she wanted us to have a better life than what she had. You know, growing up in a province and not having anything, you know, and then having 5 kids and just trying to support them. And I think, you know, that I carried that forward, you know, just making sure that with my daughter, you know, I want her to have that too. And I know that was important for Grandma, was to make sure that we had more, and she always wanted to do more for us. I'm gonna make sacrifices for my daughter, like what Grandma did. She sacrificed a lot just so we could have more. But I just wanted to make sure that she remembers me when, you know, when she was little and she has those memories to share, because I didn't have that. Motherhood for me is just being that person for her, you know, being able to raise her as best as I can with everything that I have.
Before becoming a mother, like just doing the daily chores, I guess, that's kind of like typical aspects of motherhood, like picking up after kids. But now that I am a mother, I guess it's more than just doing the chores. It's more of an emotional experience, from excitement to fear, joy, happiness. There's so many emotions involved with motherhood. sure it wasn't easy. I can only imagine what it would be like to raise 5 kids, especially like thinking about what it would have been like for her, like moving here to the States and like trying to adjust, and everything's, I'm sure, like completely different from what she's used to growing up. I would want my daughters to know that their grandma loved them very much and wanted to be there for them. I don't know if I have expressed it to her before, but just being thankful, to tell her thank you for being my mom.
Being a Ninang to me is stepping in the role of a parent when my brother or sister can't be present. I'm a role model to my godchildren as well. And of course, the fun part of being a Ninang is spoiling my godchildren and being their buddies at the same time.
My mom and my ninangs are important to me because they're my role models and they also provide absolute love and support.
I love Mom because she's generous and she was the one that gave me life and protects us to me, and I appreciate all that she's done.
Motherhood means to me unconditional love for your family and your children, a love that you can't explain.
Motherhood means children being your whole life, nothing else. Children is everything to me. Being a mother, that's the most important thing.